Today we're covering this very, very unique E.G.O, and it's going to be Red Eye's closed Ryoshu. Red Eyes is a 10th level E.G.O, not to be confused with Red Eyes, that's a He level E.G.O, but this one has a 18 base with a +6 roll, a slash damage, and an attack weight of 3. That's pretty decent. On hit, you inflict 3 bind next turn. On hit, the target has 3 bind or more. Inflict 1 plus coin drop next turn. And on hit, if the target speed is lower than users, inflict 2 slash fragility next turn. Very interesting. This E.G.O is setting up itself, right? It inflicts 3 bind next turn. So if you use this twice in a row, you're going to be getting the extra coin drop on them, which is good. It's pretty good effect, honestly. So, definitely something you'd want to get. But the passive of this E.G.O, Spider's Web, on Clash Win, inflict 1 bind next turn, up to 3 times per turn. It's a alright passive, but to be honest with you, it just kind of feels like a worse version of Pink Ribbons. I gotta tell you. I mean, obviously, they're different. They're different, but I think Pink Ribbons is better. But still, not a bad passive. The cost of this E.G.O is pretty standard, right? 20 Sanity, 2 Lust, 2 Gluttony, and 1 Envy is pretty decent, I suppose. It's not that bad, it's not that good, but it's say it's in the middle for TEFs. And your resistances, as always, it's not going to be that good, but a whopping ineffective to Lust, fatal to Gluttony, and fatal to Pride. So, it's alright, it's got its uses, right? Ineffective to Lust, I could definitely picture some places that would be useful. I can't name them because I don't got them on the top of my head, but definitely useful for some things. Now, once you decide to curl this E.G.O, which I would recommend, right? 26 with -8 roll, slash damage, and attack weight of 3. Pretty good. And on hit, you inflict 3 bind next turn. On hit, if the target has 3 or more bind, inflict 2 plus coin drop next turn. So that's really good. Like, that's pretty good. Like, especially if they got a lot of coins, that's good. On hit, if the target speed is lower than users, inflict 1 to 3 slash fragility next turn, right? I like this, right? It's adding a little bit more risk in the ward on the slash fragility, right? You're not just inflicting 2, you could be inflicting less, but you could be inflicting more, which is, I like that quite a bit. But I like the drip more than anything else about this E.G.O because it's probably one of the best looking E.G.Os in Limbus Company. Maybe not better than Screw's Wallop, but you can't beat the best, as they say. So I'll give you a 10. I love it. The Awakening is phenomenal. The Corrosion is just astounding. And the strength of this E.G.O, right, it has a pretty bad roll. Realistically, it has a pretty bad roll, like especially for something that doesn't gain more than 1 attack weight until upside 4. It could be better. It barely outrolls like her base E.G.O, Force of Flames. So pretty bad for that. But at least it gets a slash fragility. So that'll give you up to like a 5 point. No, just a 5. Pretty average. But usefully, this E.G.O is pretty good. Inflicted bind next turn, giving you a passive that free bind, right? You put a plus coin drop next turn is really useful, especially the Corrosion 2 plus coin drop. Man, if you're getting that on an enemy that has a 4 coin skill, the value in that plus coin drop, oh my goodness, it's just gonna be so good. Slash fragility is also just pretty useful, right? You're setting this up for not only your allies but yourself, especially yourself. So pretty good. Like, I'm gonna say like 6, maybe 7. Yeah, 7. Nah, 6, 7, 6.5 because that plus coin drop that plus coin drop raises to a 7, right? Good E.G.O. I gotta say, pretty good E.G.O. And that's it for Red Eye's closed Ryoshu. It's a really interesting E.G.O that focuses on bind and debuffs, but it also focuses on making itself stronger if you use it repeatedly, which is good. I like that. But it not only does that for itself, it also buffs Red Eyes open if you use it right after Red Eyes close, which is really interesting, right? This is the only E.G.O that has 2 versions of itself of different like levels on the same center. I gotta say, really interesting, and we'll probably be getting something like that again in the future. Like maybe I don't know, maybe like a evolve to a Alep. Oh my god. No. We're definitely gonna get next time we get that, we'll probably be Soldier Army in pink. Right? It'll be a Zayn on the Awakening, but then the Corrosion will turn into an Aleph. So stay ready for that, right? If that happens, oh buddy, I know I'm cooking. So have a good one.